Congratulations! You are finally at that point in your life when you are evaluating if you should quit your job or not. Most people don't even pause for a second to think about it. Think whether they like the job or not. Is it just machine making you money or living from paycheck to paycheck? Having enough time for your loved ones and for your family or not? Is it time to quit your job and start your business? Reflect on your experience working in your job and answer the following questions. Does this job help you to grow as an individual, or are you doing the task all over and all over again? Do you wake up every morning because you have to pay your rent? Or are you waking up excited, doing new opportunities and working on new projects? Does this job pay you enough, or are you living from paycheck to paycheck? Do you have a time to spend it with your loved ones? I went to work, it was around 9 a.m. I was preparing for lunch, we were serving the lunch. After we were preparing for dinner, serving dinner. After more people came, 5 to 10 order another food. I got home around midnight, it was Friday night. When I got home, I was roughly 13 hours on my feet. When you are a chef, usually you should have a break at least half an hour. But as a chef, you just eat and you walk and eat. You don't sit down and have a break for half an hour. It doesn't work like that in the kitchen, or at least in the kitchens where I used to work. In the kitchen, there is always something to do. You cannot stop. And if you do, the rest of the chefs will look at you that you are weird because you actually want your half an hour break. And I was exhausted. After this 13 hours working that like that 5 days a week, I was exhausted. I came home, I sat down on the floor. I could feel how my feet were sore. It was really painful. Maybe you experienced that if you are a chef or working in hospital as a waiter or a manager, or maybe you have another job which is also exhausting. Maybe you are watching and looking at your computer all day long and it's even more exhausting. And when I came home, I sat down. I really wasn't feeling good. But in that moment, I said, enough is enough. I cannot live like that anymore. I couldn't imagine to live for another 30 years to be working for someone else and not spending time with my daughters. And yes, it was difficult. I started my food truck business and I failed. After 4.5 years of trying, I failed. The reason I'm saying that is because if I could go back with things what I already know now, I would do one thing very differently. I would hire someone who would help me to get to this stage where I want to be faster and with less stress, with losing less money. I would hire a coach or a mentor or someone to be on my side. But I didn't do it from the beginning. And that's why I have lost over 100,000 pounds in the last 13 years in business. Yes, it's a lot of money. And hiring a coach, it can be 5, 7, 10,000 pounds. It depends who you are hiring. But it will be much more efficient than losing that much money and especially losing that much time. Because what I accomplished in the past 4 years is not even comparable what I accomplished in the previous 9. If you are looking for someone like that, I'm helping people who are starting in business, who are just starting and not sure where they are going, or maybe you have a business you want to scale because you are too busy. I'm inviting you to book a call with me. Use the link in the description and book a call, and I'll give you some tips how we can work together, and maybe you will see the value in it. By starting the business, I lost a lot of money and it was painful. I lost a lot of time. But on the other hand, we have managed to build great businesses which are bringing us steady cash flow every single month, and I can enjoy my life right now. I can go for holidays. I can spend the time with my loved ones. It was difficult at the beginning, but now it's worth it. It's always like that in the business. You shouldn't be opening a business if you are expecting that it's gonna go straight line up. It's not gonna happen. You will need to work hard. You will need to work even harder on yourself, building your daily habits. You will need to take actions even when it's uncomfortable. And if you are prepared to do all of those things, I'm inviting you to start your own business. But if you think you will start a business and then in 1 year you'll be successful, you'll be rich, and you're not gonna need to work for the rest of your life, forget it. Stay where you are. Be an employee. Don't even try it. And if you are not ready to become uncomfortable, don't even try. Because in a business, you will become uncomfortable. You will need to meet new people. You will need to speak to people, because business is a people business. You need to be selling. Some people, they don't like selling. And that's my favorite. I can teach you how to sell when you don't even need to sell. I hope this video was helpful. And if you didn't see the video about how to get the business idea, maybe you are still struggling how to get your business idea, check the last video about business idea, which you can find right here.